Nazareth School Ball Pops. And center number 3, Colin Sacoe. And forward number 5, Francis Herrera. And guard number 6, Datu Uso. The other guard number 15, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰. And the other forward number 28, 𝔍𝔞𝔰𝔞 𝔑𝔞𝔬𝔫. Their head coach is Kevin De Castro. Now check out the starters of your UPIS Fighting Maroons. And forward number 3, Bruce Tubong-Banwa. And center number 15, Jaime Gomez Del Llano. And guard number 18, Rocco Minicor. The other guard number 19, Daryl Valdeavilla. And the other forward number 23, Jonet Coronel. Their head coach is Paulo Mendoza. Officiating is Baltimore Crew Chief Edgar Orpilla.
Take a look at the starters of the NUNS Ball Pops: Usop, Herrera, Nepasena, Reroma, and Acowe. As for the UPIS Fighting Maroons, Valdeavilla, Tubong-Banwa, Melicor, Coronel, and Gomez Del Llano. So 𝔂𝔂𝔂𝔂 will be coming off the bench. As for our referees for today's game, it will be Edgar Orpilla, Jordan Nebres, and Ovet Arlegui. Again, we are live here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Jaime Escalon with my partner, Jaden Lim. Last time we watched this matchup in round 1, Colin Sacoe set the record for most rebounds in a juniors game.
That's right, 28 rebounds in that last game. 3 shy away from the all-time rebound record in the UAAP.
Melicor, he is unafraid to shoot with 23 points in his last game. The inside pass, Nepasena down below, going to work.
Nepasena setting up.
You know, we talk a lot about Colin Sacoe, but Nepasena at the 4th spot, Gerald, he has been tremendous here in season 86.
That's right. He scored 7 points and 11 rebounds in that last game against De La Salle Zobel, as Rocco Melicor with that floater over the outstretched arms of Colin Sacoe.
Just has a deep bag. He shows every game. That was just one of his many moves. In the meantime, they go to a 2-3 zone. Usop kicks it out. Herrera back to Usop. Shot clock down to 5. He will fire a 3. Acowe with the rebound, and Collins misses from point-blank range.
A lucky break there for the UPIS, but a good job in just staying disciplined in that defensive play.
Valdeavilla, he had 30 points against NU in their last time. Melicor drives, floats against Acowe, that won't go. Collins didn't even need to jump for that rebound. There's a hacking foul inside.
So you look at that setup job to Nepasena for that easy layup. Great pass by Reroma, and right there, Rocco Melicor, just his bag. A float game strong against Acowe.
Reroma uses the Nepasena screen. Usop open for 3. Look at Jaime fight for that rebound. It ends up with Acowe. Reroma drives. He splashes it out. The 3 won't go. Another rebound by Acowe. So Colin Sacoe now with 4 rebounds in 2 minutes of play.
We're gonna keep track on that rebound set by Acowe.
Once again, the record set in the entire UAAP was from Favor Ono, the women's in the women's division. Acowe misses his second free throw. Acowe had bad intentions for that rim.
Everything but the made basket there for Acowe.
Tubong-Banwa from the corner. Collins tallies another rebound. Baseline drive, smooth finish
by Usop. Strong penetration there by Usop for that layup.
Valdevilla. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, no backdoor there. They give it to Rocco. 𝔐𝔫𝔠, double teamed. 𝔑𝔞𝔦 thought about it. 𝔐𝔫𝔠 from deep into downtown. 𝔬𝔓 with a hang time play. That's back-to-back baskets for 𝔐𝔬𝔰.
What a hang time there by 𝔬𝔰. And here he is defending Valdevilla tightly, making it tougher.
Valdevilla isolated against 𝔬𝔰. They reverse it to 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. Bruce, three-pointer launch, nothing but net.
Bruce 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. And he injured his ankle in their last game, but looks like this game, he's completely fine.
𝔬𝔰 with a quick first step. That's 6 straight points. And he's holding on to his left ankle. I think he tweaked it a bit.
He may have stepped on a UPIS foot there, but 𝔬𝔰, 3 straight baskets for 𝔬𝔰.
𝔐𝔫𝔠, mid-ranger, 𝔐𝔠, another rebound. And that time, Herrera wanted to take it straight to the hoop, results into a turnover. Look at this move from 𝔬𝔰.
Look at that. Back-to-back layups for 𝔬𝔰, and he may have stepped on his own teammate's foot on that last possession.
𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 will be checking in. At some point in round 1, 𝔐𝔞𝔪� was actually their leading scorer. As of right now, it is 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰. Coronel from the corner. 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, scary fall, fighting for that rebound.
And talking about 𝔐𝔞𝔪�, he had 13 points and 7 rebounds in that previous win.
Roma dishing out a play here. They go to Alfanta. 𝔐𝔞 picks up his dribble. Locates Roma. Gives it back to Alfanta. Misses from the inside. Valdevilla comes up running. Daryl awaits for teammates. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� to Coronel. Valdevilla with 8 seconds to operate. Closely guarded by Cartel. Valdevilla contested. He barely saw the rim on that attempt.
That's right. Just the Bullpups defense making it tough for all of the possessions for the UPIS this early on.
Alfanta can hit the corner 3. More than halfway done here in our first quarter. A 3-point lead. 𝔐𝔫𝔠 with the floater. You know, 𝔐𝔠 was just standing up, but that's his presence.
That's right.
Yung intimidation factor.
Just the size of 𝔐𝔠. Any player, even in the seniors division, would be intimidated.
Ako, hindi ako intimidated.
Iba talaga yung Jaime Escalon.
All jokes aside, we would be though. At his age, right?
We'd probably kick out the ball.
That's Tagutongan. Looking to give it inside. 𝔐𝔠 can't stop, won't stop inside.
And finally, 𝔐𝔠 gets his first baskets in the ball game.
𝔍𝔞𝔪�, second three-pointer of the ball game.
𝔍𝔞𝔪� 6 points right now, back 2 straight three-pointers. And he also is the man in the middle on the defensive end for the UPIS.
Laser pass inside. Palanca can't finish.
Everything to basket there for Palanca.
𝔐𝔫𝔠 to Jaime. Thought about it for a quick second. 𝔐𝔫𝔠 back to Jaime with all day to shoot. He needs to make that shot to spread out the floor and put the 𝔐𝔠 out.
That's right. It's going to force 𝔐𝔠 to step up outside.
UPIS, they've been getting the stops. To 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, the baseline drive. 𝔐𝔠 with the rejection. They lob it inside. 𝔐𝔠, easy two off the glass.
That was a great pass by Tagutongan, spotting 𝔐𝔠 running down the floor.
backdoor action. Valdivilla steps back. Coronel, now to Rocco. Two-man game with Jaime. 6 seconds to work with. Jaime will try again, and this time he knocks it down.
Finally sinking in is Jaime 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, and Akawe needs to respect that shooting of Jaime GDL.
That's the third triple of the Fighting Maroons in chapter number 1. Alfanta, finger roll. Quick hands from 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� floats it up and puts it in. High octane action we have here in our first 10 minutes. Valdivilla rejects the screen, finds a lane. Akawe was there. That's a wild shot.
Akawe just intimidating any shot made inside by the UPIS.
They locate Palanca inside. Cartel with all day to shoot. 𝔐𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔕 snatches the rebound. 𝔐𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔕 shifting gears, 2+1.
I love that move by 𝔐𝔐𝔫𝔦. Just slowing down, and then suddenly that change of pace. Look at that.
Smooth like butter. Mr. Rocco 𝔐𝔐𝔫𝔦. Once again, every shot he takes feels like a highlight.
And he has that swag in him too.
Alfanta takes it straight to the coast. Great box out there for Coronel. UPIS holding their own here in quarter number 1. We are tied at 14. Valdivilla has not scored just yet. Coronel, they've been daring their big man to shoot. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 finds Akawe, who has to seal, bang, and the bucket.
And look at that. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 to Akawe connection again. Way to reward your big man that's running down the floor.
6 points, 8 rebounds. He is the front runner in that MVP race at the end of the first round. And no one would dare to debate that. Alfanta, offensive rebound. A fresh 14 for NU. Akawe, triple team. Telling UP, you probably need to add another guy to stop me. That's just 8 points now.
Just the size of Akawe.
Less than a minute remaining. We have a two-possession ball game. 𝔍𝔞𝔪� following. Jaime, floater. I think Akawe wants a double-double in the first quarter alone.
I was gonna say.
And Mix Palanca receives contact and will earn a trip to the line for 2 free throws.
And again, another good pass by 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. Rewarding his big men.
UPIS will look to top. Guy pretty much describes how tall NU is.
Height is no issue.
Palanca misses the free throw. NU has done a wonderful job surrounding Collins Akawe with talented and hardworking bigs. Talking about Solomon, Palanca, and of course Nepasena.
And also talented guards that can set them up, like 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, Viroma.
That's great defense from 𝔍𝔞𝔪�, but he was caught with a foul. 32.2 seconds left in our opening frame. UPIS holding their own against a much taller and wider team. Melicor to Jaime. Valdevilla has been limited here with just 2 shots. Melicor from the corner. Solomon has had his hands all over that.
That was a tough shot.
We skip it to Cartel. A chance to take the last shot. Alfanta looks at the time, sees 7 seconds. Makmak to Tagotongan, shot fake, 1 dribble pull-up. And to beat the buzzer, that will count. And I think there's a foul as well.
Oh, look at that. Just landing in the hands of Palanca to beat the buzzer.
Well, there's 0.1 of a second. Look at the rebounding story for NU, 21-8. Height is truly might for this Bullpup squad.
That's right. I mean, they have the luxury to replace a 6'6" big man with a 6'6" big man.
And Palanca has been consistent this entire season, averaging close to 7 points per game and 5 rebounds as he completes the 3-point play opportunity. And officially, our first quarter is done. It will be an 8-point lead for the Bullpups. Tell us about what happened there in that first quarter.
Right.
Operator, Ropa Melicor and Makmak Alfanta and the rest of the NU Bullpups enjoying this 8-point lead. I like that nickname for Ropa Melicor. Mr. Smooth Operator. Solomon catches it. Palanca receives it, and Palanca with 5 straight points now.
And Palanca already with 7 points across his name.
Biggest lead for NU now at 10. Valdevilla between to his back and then gives it to Jaime. How about the coverage on Valdevilla? What are they doing here against the #1 scorer in the league?
Well, for one, it's their one-on-one defense. They stayed disciplined all throughout against Daryl Valdevilla, limiting him to 0 points in the first quarter and only 2 attempts.
Takotongan. Solomon give it go with Alfanta. Wild reverse, still manages to put it in.
I thought he was deep under the rim there, but still being able to get that reverse in.
That's a quick 4-0 start for how will UP respond after that timeout. We'll take a look at this possession. Hernandez, he just checked in. Tagutongan denying Melicor. Hernandez decides to shoot. What a possession full of ball denials from NU.
That's right. Melicor and Daryl Valdevilla didn't even touch the ball in that possession.
Tagutongan, he now has 6 assists to his name. The kick out to Alfanta. Back to Tagutongan. Ball being bounced around, a fresh 14 for NU. Solomon had the seal, but they reverse it to Palanga at the right side. Turnaround move against a double team, and he is going straight down to work.
That's right, Jaime. I mean, that was a beautiful move. One-on-one post-up move by Palanga, and using that hook to lay it in on the other side.
The bigs of NU punishing UP here. Jaime won't hit rim on that attempt. Tagutongan, nice feed. Solomon receives a double. Cartel to Tagutongan. Stolen away from Tubong Banwa. The ball will remain here with NU.
So look at that one-on-one action. Spin move to the baseline and that slide hook to lay it in on the other side.
Tagutongan, free throw line jumper too strong. Solomon, the bigs of NU. They are just having a feast here in the first half.
10 offensive rebounds right now for NU after that last one by Solomon.
30-14 our score. Valdevilla still scoreless here in the first half. What a pass. Everything but the basket for UC.
But what about Tagutongan? Just really setting up his teammates well. Could have been his 7th and 8th assist already in their last 2 possessions.
Hernandez will bring the leather across. Valdevilla guarded by Cartel. He's seen different bodies here. Hernandez will try from deep. Seems like he has the green light to shoot.
That's right. Especially with Solomon just sagging down on him. I would like for him to take that shot.
Pelado and Solomon couldn't get a handle of that pass. So an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. 3:30 has gone by. UP has not scored just yet. Valdevilla looking to change things up. Still no go. He is now 0 for 4. Pelado, the kick out. Cartel, the drive. Hang time move. Back shot is good.
So NU just dominating this quarter. 8-0 right now in the first 4 minutes.
Melicor, specialty in the house. That one automatic all the time.
For Mr. Smooth Operator, another floater for him.
Solomon. Jaime was there with great defense. Valdevilla was fouled. Ethan Agea will be checking in for the first time.
Look at that replay. That hand-tie move by Chad Cartel and that smooth hesitation leading up to that floater by Rocco Melicor.
Jarrell, have you ever experienced seasons that you're not in the Final Four anymore? I'm sure you've experienced that in UP.
Definitely.
What do you usually fight for late in that second round? What does your coaches usually tell you?
It's really just to do things right, because as you go, as knowing their season's done, you still have other seasons in the next few years. So you gotta work on building those right habits, building that character, not stopping, just going hard each and every possession.
Just like Valdevilla, but Solomon was just a towering presence.
Look at that smooth move.
That was nasty.
He had to go through 3 defenders there.
𝔐𝔠𝔪 to beat the buzzer, won't go in. Velado finds a lane, sends it out. UC chases. Palanca. Even the perimeter shot is going in for the bigs.
That set out, that set shot working wonders for Palanca.
Jaime, he loves that spot. Another rebound by Solomon. From the right side, a 3. That time won't go in for Baraka.
And Palanca, after making that shot, now has 10 points. And nearing a double-double for him.
Bombano hit 2 threes earlier in the first quarter. UC with a perfect catch. Left-handed shot. Can't convert. Egea now in transition. Baraka sprinting down to get back on defense. And you know, when you're in a losing season, you're trying to develop these kids, sometimes it's hard as well to find light in the tunnel, which you found eventually in UP. So as cliche as it sounds, you know, you really have to trust the process.
That's right. And not just trusting the process, you gotta remember the experiences you had and use that as fuel coming into the next season.
Baraka met by a wall. We'll see if Valdivia can get his first basket here. He launches a 3. Outlet pass, Valdivia with a steal. 𝔐𝔠𝔪 will try for 3. Second quarter story, it's been all NU so far. 𝔐𝔠𝔫 has not seen action just yet. Velado with the ankle breaker. 𝔐𝔠𝔪 will send it back out, waits for more teammates, then uses a blue screen. High floater off the glass, he can't put it in. And UC with a touchdown.
Touchdown. What a great pass by Velado for that fast break layup. Way to counter that other possession by UPIS.
And you seems to be peaking at the right time as well.
Right, look at that. Velado just looking for his runners. That nice go-ahead pass.
𝔐𝔫 back in the ball game has 9 rebounds, all in the first quarter.
18 seconds on the shot.
Knockout play. Can't connect. 𝔐𝔫 holding onto his left wrist as he walks down court. The bump, the shot, the offensive rebound, put back no. Yes for 𝔐𝔫.
And there you have it, a double-double by 𝔐𝔫𝔬𝔫.
And he's still holding onto his left hand. Coronel. He can make that shot. As the Final Four picture is drawing to a close, Adamson and NU, they are truly looking like the teams to beat here in season 86.
Right. The top 2 teams so far. The way they play, their chemistry with one another. These 2 teams are truly incredible.
But, you know, USD at number 3, they're also a tough team. They'll be going up against UE as we see a travel call. So USD, they're the type of team, if there's a team that can beat a team twice in the playoffs, that's USD.
That's right. Of course, led by Drain Tupo. So they have what it takes to, alongside FEU that sits at number 4. So we may have a really interesting Final Four ahead of us.
I like how you use the word interesting. Because a lot can still happen in terms of placement because NU still has a chance to be that first seed.
That's right.
If they win here today and Adamson loses. For Jaime GDL, as he has a lot more seasons here in the juniors division, he needs to consistently make that shot. He will be a dangerous big.
That's right.
Better end here late in the second quarter. They have only scored 2 points so far. How about that defense for NU?
That's right. The defense is so tight, especially on UPIS main gunners. Talking about Daryl Valdevilla and Melicor. And Valdevilla, once the leading scorer of the league, is held to 0 points so far.
They have made life miserable for Valdevilla this entire half. Melicor looking to dance with 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 to Jaime, 3 seconds to shoot. Over 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔰. That's a great contest. Pulido. They'll give it to 𝔐𝔤𝔫𝔦𝔰. They'll use more clock here. Strong pass inside. 𝔐𝔤𝔫 manages to catch it. And a travel called inside the paint.
You gotta give credit to the UPIS defense there. Triple teaming 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰 down the low, forcing that turnover.
Gusto nga ni 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰 quadruple team. NU now has 39 rebounds in this game as Rocco Melicor is too long from the mid. So now 40 rebounds in a half.
That's right.
That might just be some type of record.
Compared to just 14 rebounds on the UPIS side. So the size clearly is the main difference right now. And to think that Jaime GDL stands at almost 6'5" or 6'6", and he's much smaller compared to 𝔐𝔫𝔦𝔰.
Roma looking to join the scoring parade. Valdevilla with a burst of speed. Valdevilla, first 2 points here in the ballgame.
And finally, Daryl Valdevilla getting his first points. Way to get that rebound and pushing the ball down the floor.
𝔐𝔫𝔦 playing bulldozer inside. And that will do it. For 2 quarters of play, 20 minutes of action is done in 20.
But on the bright side, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 has figured it out with those floaters. It's just that, you know, it's also tough to get through their defenders. So making those threes will be a big, big factor and a big help for them to make the defense stretch out.
Welcome into the third quarter here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Jaime Escalon, my partner 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔦𝔬𝔫𝔦. We'll see what UP can come up with against the second-seeded team here in the UAAP. Valdivia playing off ball. Back to Jaime. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 hit 2 threes earlier, but has not hit since.
The defense also stretching out on him, talking about 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔰. Just knowing that 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 can hit those threes.
Collins finds a 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔫𝔢𝔰. The inside pass to 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔫𝔢𝔰 couldn't convert.
Great defense there by 𝔑𝔫𝔢𝔬𝔫𝔢𝔬𝔫, buttering the shot of 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔬𝔢𝔬 down the road.
They've been looking for the back door, but NU has been prepared. Jaime sends it to the left side. Melicor pushed back out. Jaime launches. 3 seconds to shoot. It ends up with 𝔐𝔐𝔤𝔤. 𝔐𝔐𝔤𝔤 looking for cutters. And that's an element of his game that is so underrated. He has gotten better at finding those cutters, those open guys.
That's right, especially with the defense so focused on Collins. He's so unselfish also by sharing the ball, looking for the cutters, because there's a lot of actions going around in their offense. There's lots of cutters, leaving them wide open.
I mean, siguro nasanay na rin siya na double team, triple team.
Like what you said, quadruple team gusto niya.
We've seen it at some point. A steal by NU. 𝔐𝔐𝔤 catches. 𝔐𝔐𝔤. He just can't be stopped when he's 5 feet inside the paint.
That's right. You can't stop him if he's that near, especially with his size. There's only so much Jaime GDL can do to try to butter that shot, but Collins 𝔐𝔐𝔤, he's almost automatic when he's that close.
Bruce steps back. 𝔐𝔐𝔤 with a rebound. 𝔐𝔐𝔤𝔤. The quick pass. 𝔐𝔐𝔤 in transition and almost, but not just quite. But he would be taking 2 free throws.
I like to always mention how it's really nice to see big men run the floor down, such as what Collins always does.
UP will call a timeout. We have not scored here in the third quarter with 8:15 remaining. Double the trouble here at 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 𝔑𝔞𝔪𝔢. Two close friends looking to spark something here in the third quarter. Collins 𝔐𝔐𝔤 at the stripe. Jara, let me ask you this. What are the 3 things Collins 𝔐𝔐𝔤 needs to improve to be seniors ready when the time comes to be a really good seniors division player?
Well, for one, I'd like him to have more offensive threat, because most of the time he just gets the drop passes, you know, and all he has to do is one dribble and take the shot. But I want him to get the ball outside inside in the post and, sort of back down or show his skill set. And more than that, I also want him to improve a little bit more shooting around the perimeter. That's going to be a big help in the seniors division.
Right now, he is doing what he does best. I think gets offensive rebounds, gets putbacks, and now he has 16 points, 17 points, and 16 rebounds.
For 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, in the juniors division, he's much bigger. As 𝔐𝔫𝔤𝔤 backs that three, and that's going to get his confidence going, talking about 𝔐𝔫𝔤𝔤. But going back to Collins, right now he's much bigger in the juniors division, but when he reaches the seniors division, all the big men there are much bigger too. So he needs to add more aspect or elements into his game.
Valdivia limited to just 2 points, quick trigger 3. That has been the story here of Daryl Valdivia. They have put different bodies, different faces, and fresh legs on the #1 scorer in the UAAP.
That's right. A tough day for Daryl Valdivia.
Finger roll layup, smoothly put in by 𝔐𝔫𝔤𝔢𝔰.
And that's the benefit that all these wingmen of NU Bullpups get, because now that the defense are so focused and uptight on Collins, it makes the lane much more open for the Bullpups.
Roma to Herrera, trying to slice inside. Delacour serving down court, goes for the floater, can't get the bounce. That was great defense from Egea, making sure 𝔐𝔐𝔫 doesn't get the pass.
Coach Marvin,
Our
in the house.
deputy commissioner. He was once a juniors player as well. I believe played for UPIS.
That's right.
Valdivia crosses, fades. Limited to just 1 for 9 in today's game.
Right. There were 2 defenders there on him on that fadeaway shot. Really tough.
And a 3-pointer for Herrera. He is heating up here in quarter number 3. All right, I asked you a question about 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢, one of the elite bigs. How about Daryl Valdivia? What's next to his game, to his performance? Because sometimes we see glimpses of a young Ray Remogat.
That's right. As we see, 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 made that floater again. But going back to Daryl Valdivia, he's a baby Ray Remogat, but what he needs to improve on is his facilitating and setting up his teammates. So like example, in this ball game, there are a lot of defenders really making it tough on him, doubling him. So it's his opportunity to actually set up his teammates off a pick and roll like this one. So moments like that are things that Daryl Valdivia needs to work on, because in the seniors division, he's not going to get the touches he usually gets in the juniors division.
Herrera, heat check. 2 threes in a row.
Francis Herrera, if I'm not mistaken, 8.
With 19 points and 20 big rebounds. But we've seen some bright spots from Jaime Gomez del Llano that hit 2 threes. Tagutongan. Herrera now has it. He has 8 points here in the third quarter alone. Alfanta. Swings it back to Tagutongan. East to west action. Herrera, three-pointer. Valdevilla with the rebound. And Valdevilla goes all the way.
That's something that Daryl Valdevilla can do. You know, push the ball down. You know, while the defense is not set, that's how he can get his points. All his points coming from fast break so far.
They locate Herrera again. Package delivered. 3 threes in the third quarter.
And his teammates loving it. Francis Herrera, 11 points across his name.
And just a confidence booster for the kid. He was averaging a point per game. Before this, his season high was 2 points.
Look at that. And what about the beauty of the Bullpups players? Just setting up the player that's really heating up. They look for Herrera on that play.
Mak Alfanta. You're a fan of Mak Alfanta, Jarrell.
That's right. I like his aggressiveness. And, you know, just yung gulang niya. May gulang kasi si Mac eh.
And the body is seniors ready.
That's right.
Rebound from NU once again. Solomon, or check that, that's Palanga.
Palanga continuing to have himself a ball game. Now with double-double, 12 points and rebounds. And going back to your point, Jaime, about bulking up, it's really important for you to bulk up as you head to the seniors division, because something that people don't realize is that in the seniors division, people are not just taller, they're also much, much more stronger. So we look at that layup, a top layup over 2 outstretched defenders in 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 and
How are you specifically, how were you able to bulk up, you know, coming from Xavier and then transitioning in the college scene, you know, facing tougher players, bigger bodied players? What was the regimen to bulk up to get stronger?
Well, I would say 2 things. First would be your strength and conditioning. So as you enter the senior program, or even before it, that summer you need to go on a strict strength and conditioning program to really, you know, build that muscle, build that strength and power. And the other aspect is to just continuing to play against much older people to, you know, gain that experience that you can bring in the seniors division.
Palanga is, at this point, just having fun. Because him and 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 are dominating inside. Kabongbanwa, though, having quite the game. That's his 3rd triple of the ball game.
That's right. It's Bruce Kabongbanwa and Rocco Melicor that's been the bright spots for UPIS. Bruce right now with 8 points across his name.
Mac using the Palanga screen. Skips it to Tagutongan. An open Herrera. Check that, that's John Cartel knocking down a 3-pointer.
And what about Tagutongan silently having himself an assist, a double digit, slowly reaching a double digits in assist.
Sidre Romas 8 assists, Tagutongan na 7 assists. They both have 8 assists apiece, 16 of the 22 from 2 of the point guards. So we've been talking a lot about the front court, but the back court, they've been doing their job to perfection here.
They've been really setting their teammates up well, as you saw in that replay of their last possession. Tagutongan waited for the defender to go to Collins before kicking it to the corner.
Solomon with a wide screen. Tagutongan, 8 assists to his name. This one to Alfanta. If Alfanta can consistently hit that 3-point shot, he is going to be a really good 3-and-D player.
He's known to penetrate the basket or get his shots around the rim. But again, in the seniors division, it's going to be much tougher because the defenders are much bigger, much longer. So he really needs to develop that outside shot.
Yeah, there were questions how good NU will be in this season. Of course, last season's MVP 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 left. He has done a wonderful job in the seniors side of things,
especially later in the second round. And going back to the NU Bull Pops, of course, losing the last year's MVP in 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰, where their offense revolved around it. So this time around, their offense had to, had sort of compete to involve everyone else.
Yun nga lang, yung what if mo is, what if nagsama si 𝔬𝔬𝔪𝔢 pati si 𝔑𝔬𝔪?
Oh, that's a championship team right there.
𝔬𝔬𝔪𝔢 refusing to give up in this ball game. Now with 14 points. Still a 33-point lead from the Bull Pops. Cartel. Shot fake. Drops it down. Palanca missing on the two-pointer.
Gotta love the effort that UPIS is doing. They're evidently much smaller right now, but really their efforts there, they're fighting so hard.
There are things you really can't see in the scoreboard that you really just have to watch. As 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 misses from downtown. And that will do it for 3 quarters of play. A bright spot for the kids of Diliman with 14 points. But as we enter the 4th quarter, NU has been on a tear, has been unstoppable both inside and outside. NU, they've only had 2 losses. Adamson, one of them, has Palanca. I thought he was going to dunk that one.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that dunk by Palanca.
Adamson knows that NU is a real contender here for them. Of course, you can't count UST out. And FEU, the defending champions, that time Valdivia with a nice looking move.
Right. And even though it's a 4th quarter, the Bull Pops have to keep their defense tight, especially on Valdivia. We know he's a streaky shooter.
Palanca. How can you stop that? Take a look at this one more time.
Contact. Palanca's feeling it also in this ball game.
This now is season high with 18 points. We have not seen 𝔍𝔫𝔦𝔰 as much as well.
And now Mix Palanca with his season high 19 points.
Coronel, nothing but net from beyond the arc.
That's a good pick and roll action earlier by 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢𝔰 to set up that 3 by Coronel.
sometimes we forget that UP lost a lot of players from season 85 to season 86. Yes, Valdivia was your Rookie of the Year. He is only in his second season. 𝔐𝔠𝔫 in the second season. 𝔐𝔫𝔢 and 𝔐𝔞𝔫𝔦𝔰 first season. So the future is definitely bright, but they lost their big men in Basti Jacob, Kobe Demisana. It would be nice to see these kids grow up together in the juniors division and rack up more wins in the years to come.
Right, and I'm sure there are other players that's gonna add to the roster as well. So that's the beauty of it. But before that, let's look at this replay. A kick out by 𝔐𝔞𝔫𝔢 to 𝔐𝔫𝔢 for that swish. But going back, if you play together, through the years, it develops that camaraderie and chemistry that it's so natural on the floor. Like, an example of that is the Adamson Baby Falcons, right? They've been playing together the past few years. That's why it's so, again, it goes back. They're like a well-oiled machine. So that's an opportunity for the UPIS to have in the coming years.
Coach Jeff Napa, his son is actually with the NU Bullpups. Has not seen minutes here though. There's there Coach Jeff Napa, Coach Nash Racela, Coach Denok Miranda, the head coaches for the programs, the seniors programs. They're always present in the juniors games. So if you're a player in the high school program, you have that opportunity to show that, hey, you can get me, coach. I can provide good minutes. I can play this game to a high level.
That's right. Like, you can prove that you belong in the seniors division, that you can get that chance from them. But more than that, I mean, it's also an opportunity to learn a thing or two from these great coaches.
Ikaw ba? Ano ba yung story? Paano ka napunta sa UP? From Xavier?
Well, back before I was playing in the NBTC All-Star, and Coach Poch and the late Coach Ramil Cruz was there in attendance, and eventually they asked me to join the practices of UP. So that's how it all started.
Coach Pochminyo.
Coach Pochminyo.
NBTC All-Star ka pala?
Dati.
Ngayon, naglalaro ka pa ba?
Retired.
Early retirement.
Early retirement.
So you decided to just talk.
Yep.
Broadcast.
Which is...
How's your experience, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
It's really fun, it's been really fun.
Of course it's fun. I'm your partner.
Exactly. I was gonna say, inunahan mo, Jaime. I was gonna say, it's a treat to do this broadcast thing with you. And, all the other great anchors and analysts. I've been learning a lot and I've been enjoying everything, every game.
Galing mo din pala magbola.
Parang ikaw.
Jeanette Coronel has another three-pointer to his name. One of his best games from beyond the arc as well. 𝔐𝔫𝔢 will try from deep. 3 minutes plus has approached in our fourth and final quarter. UP still putting the fight in Fighting Maroons. Solomon flashes to the middle and scores beyond inside the paint. Valdivia does not have any breathing room. That's a block by Solomon. 4 seconds to shoot. Coronel, the extra swing. 𝔐𝔫𝔢. Alejo, the feed to UC for 2.
Great unselfishness there by Alejo.
Melicor misses on the floater.
Look at that replay. Alejo just sharing the ball for an easy layup. As UPIS calls the timeout.
Almost halfway done here in our fourth and final chapter. A huge lead maintained by NU. UPIS has not led in this ballgame. Melicor was blocked. The go-ahead pass. The kick out to Solomon. Maybe that shot resulting into a block by UP. Coronel, he's been hot here. That time the bank is not open. As Pulido will try. He won't get the bounce. Valdivia has seen it all. Hard closeouts. They're making him attack. They're making him miserable from the field.
Just like in that last possession, 3 people almost closed out on that shot by Darrell Valdivia.
For a player of Valdivilla's skill level.
No, all of the 7 points so far for Valdivia has been hard-earned.
He has had to bleed for the 8 points he has now. Valdivia goes 1 for 2. So next week, Jarrell will be the last week for the elimination round, next Wednesday and Sunday. And then it's on to the Final Four. What a January. What a quick January that was for the juniors division.
We had lots of good games, some upsets, some incredible performances.
I mean, earlier on, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 hits another three-pointer. We saw Ateneo almost pulling off a big one against the defending champs. That's just a beautiful move, coast to coast, 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢.
Escaping 3 defenders there was 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 for that layup.
We could expect 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢's body and 𝔬𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰's body to bulk up a little bit in maybe later this year for season 87.
Most definitely, especially with the way the SNC has evolved. There's a lot of science behind it, so I'm not surprised if they bulk up. And what I love about 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 and 𝔬𝔐𝔞𝔦𝔰 is the effort. You know, like, they can shoot, yes, but whenever someone else from their team shoots, you always see them try to crash for the offensive board every single time.
Just like that time. You can't put a price on effort. You can't teach effort.
Right? It's just really innate in you.
Ikaw ba ma-effort ka nun?
Sa lahat ng bagay.
Talaga ba? Talaga ba?
Parang Jaime Escalon.
Tatanong ko si Anika kung ma-effort ka talaga. Pulido showing out his float game.
Great half spin fake there off to a floater.
cutting 𝔐𝔢𝔢.
That's a great read. Great up fake too by Coronel. And now 𝔐𝔢𝔢 has a double-double with 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in our fourth and final quarter. So NU will be getting win number 10. And Adamson will be the next game. That 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔱𝔢𝔰 squad. You know, sometimes they can pull off big wins with a team like with Kiefer Alas and Joaquin Espina. So they will be closely watching that game. But nevertheless, they do have that twice to beat advantage, and that's what matters here for NU.
But for the NU Bullpups, despite sealing that twice to beat advantage, they can't stay contented. They gotta still work hard, continue that energy and momentum that they have.
Up and under move, won't bite. Valdivia, tough shot. Every shot has been tough for Daryl Valdivia. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 opts for the three on the fast break. NU scores their 90th point of the ball game.
And they're not yet done. They're still pressing. Their defense is still tight, and they're still looking for their fast breaks. Talking about the NU Bullpups.
But you can see the difference, Charen, compared to their round one matchup, where NU only won by 8 points. Valdivia scored 30 points, and now you're really just seeing a whole different squad in round number 2.
They've done their homework on Valdivia and the other, main gunners of UPIS.
Iba na rin yung chemistry nila compared to round 1. This team is quite of a brand new team, of course. If your centerpiece is in his first year, that's not an easy thing to do as well for 𝔐𝔤𝔬𝔦𝔱𝔥.
That's right, especially you lost your main focal point of your offense in Reinhard Mamoy. So technically, it's really a new team, new system, new program.
There you have it. After 4 quarters of play, NU gets win number 10 in season 86. UPIS drops down to 1-11. Officially, NU now with a twice to beat advantage heading into the Final Four.